A professor at Harvard is out with a new book detailing an incident that he believes.
You know, before 2020, I would worry about something like this, but I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, no, aliens are fine. That's the least of our worries. The least of our worries.
Ragazzi, questo è lo schifo dell'uomo. I fuochi d'artificio, centinaia di uccelli morti. Centinaia di uccelli morti a via Cavour, sì. Una cosa imbarazzante, una cosa triste, incredibile. Incredibile, mi è passata già la gioia. Guardate quanti sono. Guardate quanti sono. Io mi dispiace solo a passarci sopra. Uccelli morti, ragazzi.
Aspetta un attimo, fermati un attimo.
Uccelli morti.
And in Himachal Pradesh as well, more than 1,700 migratory birds were found dead till Saturday due to an unexplained cause in the Pong Dam area of the Kangra district.
2020 was a year of weather extremes. Climate records smashed, a devastating drought broken. So, what is the forecast for the year ahead?
At least 4 people have been killed in flash floods in the Bolivian city of Sucre. A heavy downpour sent water pouring through several streets, blocked drains making the flooding worse. A number of vehicles, including buses, were swept away. Bolivia's president has offered his condolences.
A giant sinkhole has opened up in the Italian city of Naples, swallowing cars, road signs and trees. The 20-metre deep hole opened up at a car park outside a hospital. No one is believed to be injured. It's forced the temporary closure of a nearby facility for recovering COVID-19 patients because of cuts to electricity and water services. Authorities have not confirmed what caused the hole to form.
In Spain, the heaviest snowfall for decades from Storm Filomena has already left hundreds of drivers stuck and forced the closure of Madrid airport.
Storm Filomena struck these houses on the Portuguese island of Madeira.
I'm 66 years old and I'd never seen so much rain and water like I saw yesterday. I've never seen anything like this.
Coronavirus victims remembered in Spain's capital Madrid as a different storm sets in. Parks were closed early. After high tides here in Malaga in Spain's south and a month's worth of rain in just 2 days in Gibraltar, heavy weather alerts have been issued for Italy, Turkey, Greece and the Balkans. Many now bracing themselves for a white weekend like no other they've ever seen in their own backyard.
So we can't go to Spain at the moment because of the travel restrictions, but we show pictures of Spain, and here you go, a picture of Madrid, and you are unlikely to ever have seen a picture of Madrid like this before. Apparently it's first snowfall in 10 years, a lot of snow as well. The region has been put on red alert, more snow forecast. And Helen, as you're looking at those images, I seem to remember Matt saying yesterday that in Spain they're expected temperatures of up to minus, I think it was minus 36 they were saying. Really
they had
cold in some places.
Yeah, they had record-breaking temperatures as well. It really is bitter. This is like a 1 in 20, 30, 40-year event. They haven't seen snowfall in those amounts since the 70s.
The world was watching in shock. Day before yesterday evening, violent clashes were erupting in the heart of US democracy in Washington.
Well, that violence has led to calls for the president to stand down, while both Twitter and Facebook suspended President Trump's accounts for a period of time.
The thread barely holding America together today snapped, and scenes the world is struggling to comprehend.
As night falls, police are escalating their attempts to move everyone away from the front of the Capitol, and it is getting violent. A lot of people are resisting.
National Guard mobilised, fighting to take back the Capitol at the instruction of Mike Pence, not the President. Tear gas and stun grenades, riot shields and batons.
Actually have truth at the bottom of them. The Corona Relief Bill the President signed last month contains a provision that hasn't gotten a lot of attention. It directs the Director of National Intelligence, in consultation with the Secretary of Defense and the heads of other agencies, to disclose what they know about UFOs within 180 days. So what are they going to tell us?
Well, this is going to be a very interesting year for UFOs, that's for sure, Tucker. And yes, they will definitely have to produce this report within 180 days, so we're going to get this by late June. It has to be unclassified, but can have a classified annex. So the answer, what the public will get, maybe not a lot, but what the Senate Intelligence Committee, the Armed Services Committee will get, hopefully a whole lot more, and hopefully some answers to these questions that we've been asking for months now. What is going on in our airspace? What has the US Navy been encountering? And what is it that has been in these classified briefings that we know some senators have already had?
Moving on, 2 days ago, we reported to you that according to Professor Avi Loeb of Harvard University, an alien object passed through our solar system in 2017, thus proving that we are not alone in the universe. But what is this proof?
In his upcoming book, astronomer Avi Loeb says that's when a strange object was seen by telescope traveling through our solar system. He believes it was a discarded piece of advanced technology from a distant alien civilization. What? In other words, space junk.
But one Harvard University professor is making a bold claim that extraterrestrial alien technology has already visited Earth, and there will be more of it coming our way in the future.
Avi Loeb, astronomer, theoretical physicist, and chairman of Harvard's Department of Astronomy, believes that an odd-shaped object dubbed Oumuamua that entered our solar system in 2017 is actually a piece of alien technology.
And at first, people thought, well, it must be a rock, just like the asteroids or comets that we have seen before. Within the solar system, maybe it was ejected from another planetary system similar to ours. But as they got more data on it, it looked very weird. It was much longer than it was wide. It exhibited a special push away from the sun, even though it didn't have any cometary tail to push it. And so it didn't look like a comet, but yet it behaved like someone that has an extra push. And so we should be open-minded and search for evidence rather than assume that everything we see on the sky must be rocks. And that's my one message. The second message is that this is not a popular idea within the scientific community right now. And it's, I think, a problem of the scientific culture where scientists have a problem discussing the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence. It's out of the mainstream, and so I find the current scientific culture to be unhealthy. It's more about intellectual gymnastics, where people try to prove that they are smart rather than try to understand nature. And I'm saying, look, there is this evidence, let's discuss it openly rather than putting a taboo on this subject and not discussing it at all.
Yeah. What do you think they're likely to reveal?
Well, it's interesting because Senator Marco Rubio said he would almost rather this was alien, because if it turns out to be China or Russia, then we're in big trouble, because the sorts of speeds and maneuvers and accelerations that these objects are capable of really is concerning. And I hope that we're going to find out about that. It's interesting, just before Christmas, there were some leaks. Sitting in Office of Naval Intelligence is an organization called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. They're probably the ones drafting this report. Some leaks suggest they have not ruled out the extraterrestrial hypothesis.
But within the scientific community, we should continue to ask questions.
In Louisville, and there was just now 2 huge explosions.
From Forsyth County,
We're all out here. The whole neighborhood felt 2 large booms.
to Guilford, Rockingham, kaboom, and even Randolph County.
The 4th time, I was like, oh my Lord, it shook my whole fireplace set beside of me. It rattled it. You know, rattled the fireplace.
A series of loud booms broke the Saturday night silence, and then again on Sunday afternoon.
I didn't hear about Saturday booms until I started making the post, and somebody had said, well, they were hearing it in that area yesterday. They could hear it as well. Like it actually rattled the dishes.
The mystery sound shocked a lot of people across the Triad.
I just assumed, you know, that it was either a tannerite or something else.
As they tried to guess what those noises could be.
My thinking it was military doing maneuvers. I really do think that.
So some of the theories I've heard is construction noise, maybe a meteor, maybe some, just a whole host of things. Firecrackers, fireworks.
Even the experts don't have a concrete explanation. Dan Lyons works with the National Weather Service in Raleigh. They tried to piece together the puzzle too.
We weren't able to see any showers, thunderstorms, or anything of that nature in that area. No earthquakes in that area.
But Lyons was able to explain why people more than 60 miles away heard and felt the same thing.
Centinaia di uccelli morti. Centinaia di uccelli morti a via Cavour, sì. Una cosa imbarazzante, una cosa triste, incredibile. Incredibile, mi è passata già la gioia. Guardate quanti sono. Guardate quanti sono. Mi dispiace solo a passarci sopra. Uccelli morti, ragazzi. Uccelli morti.